Yo. Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, the Doozy. You feel I'm coming back with another one. Shooting 2 videos today, I'm gonna drop 2 a week. But yeah, shout out to all brothers and sisters checking me out for the first time. Shout out to all returning subscribers. Yeah, today, in the second video, you feel me? Because I'm dropping them both today. Today is the 18th of June. Because Friday was the 16th. Okay, 18th of June. I don't have my watch. The strap broke. I need to fix that. So I don't know what exact time. But I thought, you know what? Why not for this second video? Because in the first video, kind of had my tattoo showing. Talk about tattoos. And this is a video I've recorded in the past. But then, something happened and, I kept on recording it and I was just like, nah, there'll come a time when I talk about my tattoos. But yeah, today is the day. Yes, sir. So I'm going to take you through my journey of getting tattoos. Just everything tattoos. I hope this is not a long video. But yeah, those of you who love it, man, shout out to y'all. If you like the video, if you have any comments, anything, comment down below. Subscribe if you feel led, you feel me? So I'm going to start by showing you first my tattoos and their meaning. Okay, so this one is written, niggas gon' test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. And I'm going to be explaining them. I just hope you see them right because I'm using the back camera. But Sonto Nkosi, which is my mom, and Amos Sitole are the reason I'm living. Yeah, so let me start it off like this. I didn't grow up in a Christian home. Yes, I didn't grow up in a Christian home. Although my mother believes, my dad didn't believe in Christ, so there was never any Bible opening, you know what I'm talking about? Never no knowledge from the word. Yeah, let me just start it like that. And so I have 3 older sisters, and second oldest sister, Bonnie, I remember she came back and she had tattoos, you feel me? Because, yeah, she had tattoos. And seeing it, I was like, damn, I also want tattoos. And that gave me the kind of the foot in the door. She already opened the door. Then I just okay, I must put my foot in the door. If she's got tattoos, and I think my parents are fine with them because, they really never fussed over it like that because her tattoos were visible in a visible place or are in a visible place. So I'm someone who, through really the influence of rap, other brothers having tattoos, you kind of fall in love with tattoos. And also, I don't think mostly it's the tattoo. I think it's decorating yourself. There was times I used to think, how do I want, because in goal setting, so there's this other 9 disciplines that talks about, one of them talks about the discipline of healthy eating, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, it's not of healthy eating, but basically on health. And it talks about, you must imagine your ideal body. You must write it down. You must work towards it. So I'm someone who used to start from my hair. When I used to assess myself, okay, how do I want my hair to look? Okay, I go a little bit down. Nothing on my forehead. Ears, how many piercings do I want? Nose, okay. I'm saying? Lips, okay, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really wanted a lot of tattoos, and it was just this thing of decorating yourself and being unique. Like, there's still many tattoo ideas I remember, which I won't get because I've crossed over to the Lord, and I don't believe tattoos are right in the Lord's sight. You know, honestly, I don't. And yeah, that's just my opinion. You know, God made us perfect. He doesn't want us adding to our, you know what I'm saying? That goes for plastic surgery, all these things. He made us perfect, you know, like, yeah, and I just believe it's like that, you feel me? Like, and so I'm just someone like who wanted a lot of tattoos. There was a tattoo I wanted here across my stomach that said one of the last ones from the 90s. And in the 90s, I was going to make it like a big 90s. If you've seen like ASAP's stomach tattoo. And you know, it's seeing different people that really inspires you, you know, like ASAP Yams, if I'm not wrong, the face tattoos. I won't say I was really inspired by him alone, but you know, I was even about to get tattoos on my face. Like, I was someone who didn't care. Like, I was like, you know, because in having tattoo conversations with my friends back then, they talked about, nah, me, I'm stopping it by the neck. My face is clean. But in me, I believed, no, go for the face, you know what I'm saying? And really tattoo your face. Like, if you guys have to search a picture of Lil Wayne, the brother is tatted, and you know, honestly, that's how I wanted to be tatted on my face. Like, tattoo my whole, not the whole face, but make sure your face is tattooed, you feel me? So it comes from seeing people and just wanting to be different, you know what I'm saying? Like, tattoo makes you different. You're able to customize yourself, you know what I'm saying? In a way. So since I saw my older sister get a tattoo, I was pushed. I was like, man, I want a tattoo. I want a tattoo. Then when I was 19, so with the tattoo, I used to talk about it to the people I know. You feel me? Like, the people around me used to talk about, no, I want a tattoo. Oh, I want a tattoo. So when I was 19, there's a sister. I'm going to call her Sister P. She knows herself, man. Sister P. Sister P was like, hey, yo. And Sister P had a tattoo also. You feel me? So it's kind of like I looked up to Sister P. I was like, damn, sister. Plus, Sister P was, if I can put it in my own words, like kind of a rebel. Like, she used to go out when, you know, you're not supposed to be going out. She had the tattoo when it was like taboo to have tattoos. The piercings, the tongue piercings. So it was always like, damn, Sister P is out here. So Sister P was like to me, my tattoo artist that did me my tattoos, he's having a special where you can get 2 tattoos at the price of 1. I'm like, sweet. And this special was for 500 rand. I'm like, sweet, let's get it. You know, I'm down. She's like, are you really down though? Like, make like, if you're really down, like, I can make time for you. We'll go over to this homie's place. We'll do the tattoos. I'm like, sweet, let's do it. You feel what I'm saying? So I made time. She made time. My bad. And we went over to the homie's place. And I'm saying we caught taxis there. I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2. I think it was 2 though. And the homie stays out in Yeovil. If you guys know where Yeovil is. All my South African brothers and sisters. Yeah, so yeah, he stays out in Yeovil. So prior to getting the tattoo, you know, I had like a small laptop, an Acer, a small one. It was pink. My sister had got it from a college she was in. You know, they gave them all laptops, like small ones, but then she had no use for it. She passed it on to me. So on it, through Microsoft Word, I was working on different designs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know. So this is the design I really got down. Like, just the hand, the writing. If you, yeah, you see, on this hand. Like, this is the design I came up with. And I was thinking, because it was my first tattoo, I was still afraid. My parents, they both don't have tattoos, both didn't drink or smoke, so they were on the narrow, although it wasn't Bible based at my home. So yeah, like I thought really my first tattoo has to be my parents' names or something that has to do with my parents so they don't get angry with me, which is not the right way to go, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I've seen people do this and it's something that will continually happen. Like I heard people talk about, I got my first tattoo, it was my mom's name, because, you know what I'm saying? So I also took the same thing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get something that has to do with my parents. So, if they have to, like turn on me, they won't be as angry because their names. Yeah, so I did the design. This design, I don't remember doing the font, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, like with this design, I knew the font, like because I knew we were gonna go print the tattoo. So I was like, okay, I knew the font. This one, only closer to the date, I got this idea of this tattoo, which I'm gonna speak about. So okay, we went to Yeovil. The brother stays. Okay, I won't give too much detail, but he stays where he stays. You know what I'm saying? We found him not there. You know what I'm saying? We found him not there. But he pulled up shortly after. He found us waiting for him. Then from there we went straight to the printing or the printing store. That's what I want to call it, but I know there's another name for it, but just the printing store. So then there on the computer, I told him, you know what I'm saying, what I want to do. He did. Then okay, this is the font I want. And it's crazy with the brother, man. Like, there's no bad blood, but he didn't like this font. And I understand, don't get me wrong. Like, as people, we like different things. That's just a given. Yeah, he didn't like the font. But one thing I didn't like, he was trying to convince me, because he had tattoos himself, and he had like a lot of cursive tattoos. So he was trying to convince me to get like the cursive type tattoo. I'm just like, nah, I want this one. And that kind of made him mad in the process. It's like, come on, dog. I was like, nah, dog, what I want. And that's just like, for me, it was, as, business, let it be business. Like, if the client wants this, although it might look whack, this is what he wants, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you think. But yeah, like, whatever. I stuck, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I'm getting this font. Came to this hand, I was like, okay, we got the different font, and I chose it, you feel me? Okay, we printed out the tattoo. We headed back to his place. Yeah, his place. Then by his place, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? He's a straight up tattoo artist, he just most his equipment was there in like the main living area, where you sit, you know what I'm saying? So we got right into it. So explaining, I got this tattoo first on my right hand. So this one says, niggas gon' test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. And this is a quote by Kid X, not a quote but lyrics. It's from the song Get Up by Kid X. Go listen to the song. Is from Thank the King, if I'm not wrong. That's the album title, but the song is Get Up. And it goes, niggas gon' test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. Instead of being grinding all day long, trying to put something on my plate. Some, this is that graveyard where last kill my kid. Okay, but yeah, I don't know the lyrics. I don't listen to the song as much, because although I liked it, it has swear words, and I try to cut all songs with swear words, you feel me? But yeah, like, okay, so I was like, that's a perfect quote. Niggas gon' test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. And I'm not someone who looks to my tattoos for, in my head when I was getting the tattoos, I was like, whenever I'm down, I'm gonna be like, okay, Niggas gonna test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. Get motivation. I'm not someone who does that. But this is a really true quote. People will test what you're made of. Don't let it under your skin, you feel me? And I've been tested and I'm being tested, but yeah, I won't let it under. But yeah, okay, so quote lyrics from Kid X, you feel me? Yeah, so okay, he started on this hand. He kind of put like first you clean it like a Dettol, clean. Then you put the print of the tattoo, like a stencil of the tattoo. Then he starts tattooing. And man, tattoos are sore if you don't know. If you're ever thinking of getting one, I'd advise against it, but everyone's gonna do their own thing. But I'd honestly advise against it for reasons I will explain. But firstly, the pain. This thing was painful, man. And I don't know if y'all can see, like, part of the tattoo is in a place where one of my veins run. So as he was tattooing, it felt like the tattoo machine was kind of like splitting the vein. Like, I can't explain it, but it was so, man. Like, at that time, you try not concentrate, but it's really like, it's just there, like, you know what I'm saying? Plus, there was no TV there, so it's just like me, Sister P, and the brother, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like Sister P's maybe on her phone, I'm there getting tattooed. So it's just like you're looking, but yeah, you're feeling it, you feel me? And at least, like, I was looking out the window, And you know what really kept me going or helped me push through the tattoo? My mind kept making reference to Lil Wayne or to Birdman. I won't lie, those were the two. I was like, man, they hard brothers. They hard niggas, you feel me? They hard brothers. Like, if I want to be hard, like, I can't also, you know what I'm saying, be giving up just because of this pain. So that was my mindset. But, it was really hard to push through. Like, tattoos are sore, man. So, okay, we got this tattoo down. Then, like, so he first does the outline, you feel me? Then, like, to fill it in, it didn't feel like nothing. Like, it didn't feel like, it's different when he's tattooing than to fill it in, if I'm not wrong, as I can remember. But yeah, he did it, he filled it in. Then, like, your skin kind of pops up, you feel me? Yeah, and we're done with the first tattoo. To talk more about this tattoo, I wanted to add like a line and be like a small dash and be like Kid X, like a big Kid X in red. So people know that it's a Kid X quote. To just kind of shout the brother out. But then again, like, after coming to the truth, I'm no more getting any more tattoos. Like, that's just done for me. Like, tattoos, never. Never say never, but never, like, by the grace of God. So, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna ever do that. But yeah, I really wanted to complete it by shouting the brother out. I was gonna get both my arms, call it a sleeve, tattooed. So this was just gonna be like part of the sleeve, part of the puzzle. But yeah, this is how I left it. Niggas gonna test what you made of, won't let it under my skin. Then we move on to this one, Sonto Nkosi, which is my mom's name, my mom's maiden surname. So surname before she got married. And Amos, my dad, Sitole, are the reason I'm living. So with this tattoo, what had happened is, he was putting a stencil on, clean my hand, put the stencil. Then where he was tattooing me, like where I was sitting to get tattooed, he had kind of like different stencils which he had drawn up, you feel me? Like, there was birds, there was another stencil of like a whole, I don't know, like his own designs basically. So these birds, and they two different birds if you see by the design, they were part of the stencil. So Pamela was like, man, why don't you add these birds? I'm like, nah, I think it's fine just like this, you feel me? She's like, nah, man, I'm telling you, add these birds. So then I gave in. I added these birds. Then, you put them as a stencil. Then, yeah, I tattooed this. Like, this is a tattoo. I don't know if you'll see clearly, but it's not colored in. So, he did the outline. And when it came to this part of the tattoo, it was really sore because when it touches close to here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, woo. But I feel like you're able to withstand tattoos, but it's not worth it, So yes, he did my tattoo. Then when he was about to color it in, I thought it was gonna be as painful as him tattooing. So I was like, nah, don't color it in, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it ended. I got tattooed, your skin kind of comes up. Yeah, I got tattooed then. Yeah, like I've seen brothers who have like tattoo, like it's like a plastic that covers the tattoo. I didn't get none of that, I just got tattooed. He told me to put a whole lot of Vaseline when I get home. I was like, sweet, you know what I'm saying? I was wearing a long sleeve vele that day. Put on my long sleeve or, fixed it like how I'm fixing it now. Yeah, I went home. I remember how happy I was, because, I think we did take 2 taxis. So in the one taxi, I was just looking. I was like, yeah, finally tatted, finally tatted, you know what I'm saying? Yes, and then, I got home and I hid it from my parents for the longest time. Like, it was crazy because I think that it was summer around that time and I was just wearing long sleeves, because my dad was someone who was scary, although he never beat us. And also my mom, like I still do have fear for my mom because she's still living. But yeah, I had fear for my dad and my mom. So, like, I was always wearing long sleeves. She's like, how to do some long sleeve in this weather? I was like, nah, kept to the long sleeves. Kept applying Vaseline, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's basically like how I got tattooed. And to explain further, one thing I didn't like about tattoos, it's like with my tattoos, even though I have, you know what I'm saying, a short sleeve on, you can't kind of see them unless you just see like this part, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought my tattoos were really going to be visible. And that's what I wanted. I wanted people to see that I have a tattoo. I won't lie, like that's what I wanted. But then after it came to a point where people weren't noticing my tattoos and that really hurt me. I was like, damn, I really wanted people to notice. So that's where I saw, I was like, hey man, like I didn't get what I wanted from the tattoo. Like, like when someone gets a tattoo, it's like, damn, he has a tattoo. But people are noticing mine. So it just felt like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't mind it. Like even now, I don't want people to notice it. I have them, But it's not like, now I want you to know, like, I have a tattoo. They don't even matter to me like that anymore. So, okay, I got my tattoos. Then I found the Lord. So, when I got them aged 19. And that was 2018, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it was 2018. I found the Lord in 2020 when I was 21. COVID times, you feel me? So he did a lot of convicting, I did a lot of reading of the Bible. Not just the Bible, other sources, watching YouTube videos on tattoos. So I saw, okay, tattoos are not right. I really repented. I watched a video where sister was talking about, in her dream, like Jesus came back and she was happy that Jesus came back. So everyone was hugging Jesus. So she waited and she waited to hug Jesus last. You feel me? And to just shout out the sister, it's Sister Patience, that's her name, but her YouTube channel is Touched by the Lord. Touched by the Lord. So Sister Patience was explaining that, she had a dream where the Lord came back. So she waited till last because she really wanted to hug Jesus and thank him for all that he has done. Like once Jesus really turns your life around, there's this gratitude you have towards him. Like, oh, the fear you have for the Lord, because you're like, oh, Lord, you've done so much for me and I'm not even deserving. So she waited till last. Then she finally hugged Jesus. Then as she hugged him, like, he was wearing obviously like a kind of like a t-shirt blouse, those robes they always depict Jesus wearing, you feel me? Like they draw Jesus wearing this robe. So that kind of robe, it shifted and he had tattoos. And he told her, nah, don't tell anyone. Then she's like, nah, the Lord has tattoos. You feel me? Then she started exposing it. Nah, Jesus. So that's where, from the dream, she picked up, like tattoos aren't right before God. And there's a whole lot of research. Tattoos, guys, they're not right before God. I'm not here to judge anyone. I have tattoos myself. But like she also had a video explaining how some other guy, he had tattoos and he's like, yo, my tattoos, they talk to me in the night. This. And basically what she was saying is these tattoos open demonic portals. So you wouldn't say, like, after you got a tattoo on some, guys, I got into an accident because of this tattoo. Because it doesn't make sense. But you don't know, in the spirit realm, it opens portals. And also one thing, personally, I feel like, like when hey man, how that brother just swerved was crazy. But when I was battling strongly with weed and lean, I really thought like it was something attached to my tattoos, especially because I had two and I was doing them also both at the same time, weed and lean, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, hey man, like I really think there was something spiritual about that, honestly. But like the open demonic portals, you must pray to God to close them. You must ask for forgiveness. She also talked about you must cover your tattoos when you're in church. And honestly, like with me, I know like I'm someone who has a lot of influence. So the way I am, you would tend to, as I'm a light, as I am the salt of the world, I have qualities to be liked. But at the same time, especially with children, when a child sees I have a tattoo, it's like a mind shift, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I understand where it's bad, because they're like, oh, you have tattoos. So, like how I was saying, or not how I was saying, but as people, iron sharpens iron. So we look to other people, we get how we dress, our style. Not even like you'd want to be as successful as the next guy, not because you envy him or you want what he has, because you really want to do what he's done, or because of how someone's had faith. Like, just for example, they didn't have a child, they couldn't get a child, they had faith and they finally had a child. As someone who's in a position of, you're also struggling with infertility, if I'm not wrong, but not being able to conceive, you look to them, you're like, okay, if they did it, I could do it. Like Abraham, you look to Abraham, which is the father of our faith. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like it's like a mind shift. So that's why, like, I always have to, and this is my own ministry, to like tell kids like, nah, it's not right. Because I know what it can do. Like, oh, Duduzi, he's, like, if I understand it from their perspective, or, this is my thoughts that I'm generating myself. Like, okay, Duduzi is such a nice guy, but he has a tattoo. Like, oh, means I can also get a tattoo, So this is like, you must always enforce it. No, this is a wrong thing to do. God doesn't accept it. So even if they do it, they can never judge or blame you, like, because I'm Duduzi, because I'll be like, nah, I told you, like, straight out. Don't put your blame on me. That was your own decision. Maybe if I didn't say anything, it would be like, okay. But now that I want to, like, make it a point, like, nah, tattoos are not the way. God doesn't like tattoos. Don't do them. They open problems. Like, like, that's my own ministry. So in covering up at church, I do cover up, but there be days where it's hot, man. Like, You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just gonna wear a thing, but I trust God. You know, like God knows my heart. I don't wanna provoke anyone, or you know what I'm saying. It's like He's given me this ministry to educate y'all. Yeah, one thing I also have to say about tattoos, like honestly, I really stopped caring for them. Like tattoos, as okay, I haven't explained, but when I came to Christ, Christ really stripped me of what I was trying to make my identity. So I'm someone who wanted to have a lot of tattoos, like the rapper image, you know what I'm saying? I'm someone who had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, septum piercing, 6, and the Wheezy, 7, 8. I ran through 8 piercings. At a point, I had 8 piercings in my life. Tattoos, clothes, you know, materialistic things like the Casio watch. And because it was gold, like if you had the Casio watch, you were booming. Like there was an era, man. Like you were booming. So that's like I was attaching myself to materialistic things to have this, you know, like this image, like, oh, this is to do. But then when I came to God, God stripped me of all this materialistic things. Then He gave it back to me. So now I don't base my image off that. But yeah, with the tattoos, I really cared about them so much. I was like, oh, make sure that they don't get old, so that when you're old, they don't look a certain way. But now I'm someone who really doesn't care. Like, I don't be looking at my tattoos. I know I have tattoos, but I don't be conscious of them. This one, I don't look to it as like motivation. I know I have them, but yeah, they're normal. Like I've seen how people, and this is my own judgment, like how people show off their tattoos. It's like they kind of rely on them, you know? Like that's their image, like, yeah, I'm that person with tattoos. And for me, it's just not like that, honestly. Like, thank God. Because I was about to get my face tattooed here in my ear, you know, these sides, my whole neck. I was thinking of getting here, like, nah, but this is not the exact tattoo, but Trouble, you know, he's a rapper and he had No Mercy. So that's what I was thinking, like something that hard, like No Mercy. But getting my neck tattooed, body, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whole stomach, body, my backside, I was gonna get tattooed. Arms, legs, maybe a few tattoos here and there, but no, I wasn't as much a fan of leg tattoos. No, I've seen people like they pull off the Potris tattoo. But yeah, like I'm someone who really like wanted to get a lot of tattoos, and by the grace of God, I stopped at 2 tattoos. And yeah, my message, don't do it. Like, firstly, it's the money you pay. Like, I'm fortunate to have done it at such a low amount, but it's still money I wasted. 500, you know what I'm saying? I got them both in one day. It's the money you waste on tattoos. It's the tattoo itself that you can never erase the tattoo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's there for life, no matter what. Like, and you know, even to my kids, I will enforce, like I'll tell them, no, it's not good to do tattoos. But like I have homies where their dad or his dad has a tattoo, and just because his dad has a tattoo, I don't know if his dad has spoken out against it, but it's like, oh, my dad got a tattoo at 13. This is not true, but my dad got a tattoo at 13. So also me, like, you know, like, because you have a tattoo, it kind of, like how I said also with my sister, when she got tattoos, and she got like, it was small tattoos, but maybe like 2, 3, if I'm not wrong, at like one time. So that really pushed me. I was like, damn, like she's going hard. Like, and you know, with my sister, her personality, like, I can't explain it, but I'm someone like, oh, I'm about to go harder. Like, I know she doesn't go as hard. Like, so I was like, I'm going harder, you feel me? Like, I'm about to. So yeah, it really, like, I can't erase my tattoos. That's another thing. me, I'm not proud of them, but I'm also not ashamed of them. Like, and even though it's crazy, like I'm not ashamed of my tattoos, there be points where like I have people look at me bad, or like they, address me, like judge a book by its cover. He has tattoos, which I think, and yeah, I feel like they still be getting to me like, damn, what I'm saying, how they judge me, tattoos. But it really doesn't, shame me. I've asked for forgiveness from the Lord. And I think really to glorify God in this present moment is to tell y'all not to get tattoos. Just don't get tattoos. Money, it's them being there forever. It's the pain of tattoos. Like if you don't know, but yeah, the pain is crazy. I've heard about skin cancer. Hey man, if you're not prayed up, you might get that skin cancer from tattoos. If Jesus hasn't, because of his stripes we were healed. But if you're not someone who's covered under that, like, might fall under that skin cancer. What else? Just like, yeah, influencing others, like let me just talk about one brother. I'm not gonna expose his name. He's a rapper. Y'all probably know him. Like, I remember when the brothers come up and I was looking at it. He was a clean brother, like, seemed like the brother to not get tattoos. If I'm not wrong, he even speak out against them, like, I'm not getting tattoos. So it was always the thing, like, I looked up to that, like, damn, like, he's clean with him. I also want to be clean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and okay, to just continue with the story of this brother, because I wanted to, tell something else. But then he started getting tattoos, and I'm just like, honestly, for me, it defiled his character, his integrity. But I don't judge. But yeah, that's just for me. Like, personally, it was like, he got tattoos, and he got a lot. And it's like, damn, like, I thought you were never gonna get tattoos. I thought you were gonna be that guy. You feel me? And yeah, also, like, one thing I like is, although I'm not into, it's a culture. So in rap, it's a culture of tattoos. But I always thought tattoos would give me this image, you're hard, because I want to go for tattoos here on my arms, knuckles and all. And when you get these type of tattoos, you can never work a normal job. Face tattoos, you can't work a normal job, or that's what is believed. But yeah, like, I always wanted to be that person, like, yeah, I'm gonna get these tattoos. It's gonna set me apart. I'm not gonna work that normal job, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna be that guy. But then I love how J. Cole, and this one thing I respect about them, I don't like everything that they do, you know what I'm saying? But what I respect is J. Cole, Lil Baby, T.I. They don't have to have tattoos to have that character, to be comfortable with themselves. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I like, because I wanted that image from tattoos, like, I'm gonna be hard. But then turns out you don't even need it, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, tattoos are just a waste, man. Like, and people don't really, people do question you about tattoos. Me, honestly, in my case, people haven't questioned me a lot. But also with other people, like, I be questioning other people about their tattoos. And people, like, honestly, I've only recently, ones that I can remember, questioned another sister, about her tattoo, because she had it out in the open and hers was here. Questioned hers about, and just to know the meaning behind it, I was like, oh, okay, you feel me? Makes sense. But like, yeah, like, there's this whole culture of tattoos. Tattoos are increasing. And these, I believe, come with spiritual, evil, demonic spirits. There was a video I watched, back then I was into a lot of deliverance ministry videos, you feel me? And there's this, like, one video where, like, a certain guy, he was delivering Yeah, you know, he was delivering people then. Certain pastor, and you know, he was delivering this one lady, but he allowed the demon to speak. You know what I'm saying? So in allowing the demon, he's like, why did you put this tattoo on her? That's what he asked. Like, why did you put this tattoo? Yeah, I wanted to go Twasa. I wanted to be initiated, to be a Sangoma. So then that's where I was like, oh, like, you don't think, like, you have to be spiritual to get these things. There's a lot of girls I see with tattoos, and you can automatically tell she's out of left. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she has a lot of tattoos. Probably have been sleeping around. Honestly, like, probably has been sleeping around. And I don't judge people, but yeah, y'all don't see the deeper meaning behind tattoos. It's not just a tattoo. And this is what you won't get until you're spiritual. But like, so many people are getting so much tattoos, and before I loved it, but now I look at it in a light, like, I'm just like so disappointed. Like, I don't want that for no one, honestly. Like, knowing the evil behind it, but you'll never know until you know. And you know, hey, but yeah, like, I don't recommend it. I've seen people get tattoos and change. And also, like, this is an exercise you can do for yourself. Go around and look at all the people who have tattoos and just look at how they act. You know, like, I understand that there's not a lot of people that are in Christ. Most people are of this world. But especially look deeper into the brothers and sisters who have tattoos and just how they move. You'll see that it's just different. It's like, it's left. It's like, there's this certain spirit, like spirits that come through tattoos. But you wouldn't know if you don't know, you feel me? Yeah, so observe for yourself. Don't get tattoos. If you have tattoos, repent. Don't allow anyone to shame you after you've asked God for forgiveness. Because God knows my heart. Like, I really didn't know about the Bible. And that's what I love about God. Like, once He forgives you, He removes your sins as far as west is from east. So, like, God knows my heart. I don't know about tattoos. I don't know the danger. This. So if someone has to come tell me now that you won't make it into heaven because you've got tattoos, that is a lie. You feel me? Don't allow anyone to shame you after you've repented before the Lord, after you've changed your ways. But yeah, like, guys, tattoos, man, like, do your own research, but stay away, man. Like, hey, demonic, man. No cap, tattoos are demonic, man. Like, hey, but yeah, like, you don't know, you won't know until you know. Hey, but yeah, not to make it too long, it was your boy Mduduzi. I think I've said everything I need to say. The preparations are of a man, but the answer is from the Lord. So I believe the Holy Spirit spoke through me. Yeah, like, that's all I have to say. Do your own research. This is my opinion. Yeah, but honestly, like, you're just saving yourself from a lot. It's like the same thing I have to add when someone tells you don't smoke a cigarette. Especially with cigarettes. It's one thing I've seen. Like, they warn you don't smoke cigarettes. And once you're in, like, you're in. Thankfully, the Lord always makes a way out. You know what I'm saying? For those who believe. But if you don't have the Lord on your side, man, like, oof. But yeah, it was your boy Mduduzi, man. It's been nice to glorify God, to share my experiences, to expose the works of darkness. You know what I'm saying? I already said all that you need to know. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Shout out for staying this long, and peace. Shout out for all the love too, man. I really appreciate it. Peace.